What's up, everybody? It's JayViper, and I've got great news for you today. Corinne Busche, aka Andy, aka Andrew Busche, is out at Bioware. He has stepped away by his own accord, we're being told, but it doesn't actually stop there because a whirlwind of drama has just hit X as journalists are stealing the story from Smash JT and Grummz and claiming victory. We're going to go over all of this right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe.
So right around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this got released. Exclusive, Corinne Busche out at Bioware Edmonton studio closure looms. So yeah, there's some more rumors here too, but the one that is verified is that Corinne Busche is gone from Bioware, which honestly, let's be real, this is huge. This is a dude LARPing as a woman that works at Bioware, and it pretty much took a franchise, a beloved franchise in Dragon Age, got control for no good reason based on his past experience, and drove that into ground by injecting his worldview into and throughout the game, and basically making Dragon Age the Veilguard just a reflection of himself, which explains why it was so boring and it had no substance. So there was an email leaked to Smash, and Grummz worked on this as well. It's right here. They even have a screenshot of it. So we could see that, you know, they had the receipts. They were showing us the receipts. She's gone. This is her departure email. Let's go read it on Smash's website. Hard to believe I'm writing these words, but here it goes. It's time for me to say goodbye. Today is my last day at Bioware and EA. After so much contemplation, I've decided to pursue a new challenge and a new project, doing what I love most, making RPGs. Oh, that's what he'd love to do most? It wasn't making chest binders for kids in Sims? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this dude has other things to do. Maybe he liked the control he had. But, yeah, I don't think his favorite thing to do is making RPGs. This is the first time he's ever done it, and he did a horrible, horrible job. It wasn't an easy decision, as I mean it when I say I love Bioware, the Dragon Age team, and what we've all accomplished together. My time with all of you has been the highlight of my career. No, again, it was the chest binders. Positive. I want to offer my personal thanks to each of you for your trust, your companionship, and for the many ways in which you've inspired me and helped me grow. I'll be eagerly awaiting to see what great experiences you create next, and as a fan, I'll be rooting for you. If I can leave you with any advice, it is this. We all know making games is hard. It's part of why we do it. But making games is also about the people and the reliance we have on one another. And probably also for, you know, eating up each other's garbage that they're spitting into the game and just nodding at it and allowing every single thing that's awful to go into them. Because this dude had no control of this game. And if he did, and it was made the way he wanted it, dude don't know how to make games. Doesn't. And shouldn't be trusted with any IP out there that is loved. What he needs to do is go somewhere else and basically just stick with the niche games. Go make a niche game. Go make your own game, bro. You know what you're doing, so go make your own game that, you know, you'll have Dustborn level interest in. That's what you should go do. Take time to celebrate the wins and lift each other up. The challenge and the work will always be there, but the moments we have with each other are precious and few. Let's stay in touch. Corinne/Andy. Let's be real. So where's Corinne going to go /Andy? All right, this is Andy Busche. This is Corinne Busche at MobyGames. These pages were live. Okay, they were live just earlier this morning, like very early, like 1 a.m. Now they say this. Both of them say this. They don't exist. And everything is now listed under Corinne Busche. So you can see Corinne's past experience, right? We're talking a lead designer, game designer, blah, 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 for The Sims, okay? Monopoly Streets, Nerf and Strike, Tiger Woods PGA Tour. His coverage of this stuff as Andy, I'm sorry, like, why are you a game director for an RPG? Like, what was EA/Bioware doing hiring this dude and putting him in charge of anything ever? You could just smell the fact that this was going to fail. But what I find interesting about this is the fact that this just changed. They edited this today. Is Andy going to go back to MobyGames? Why would they edit this today? Or did they just see it in the news like, oh, let's go edit this real quick? I don't know, but I've seen this page a few times. I've looked at it. It's always been there. It was there last night and this morning when I looked because I was going to make this video today. And when I went to go get screenshots, boom, gone. And now they're listed here. And this was not here before. I wonder how long until Sim Guru Andy, which is Andy Bush, by the way, when he worked at The Sims, is going to last before this is changed to Andy Guru Corinne. Of course, this hasn't been used since 2018, but you want to talk about a picture you can smell? Look at the developers for The Sims. Can you find Andy anywhere? So now this next part is rumor. Now this is about closure, okay? A follow-up email to Smash lit a little bit of fire there. The Bioware Edmonton Studios flagship location is rumored to be on the chopping block next by EA. This doesn't mean it will absolutely close, but they at least have some consideration right now for closing it. And I think that's actually a big deal. But there's obviously more to come. So he's considering this a rumor right now. Obviously, as it's been stated, the lockdown for sure was the Corinne Busche stuff. So I do want to just talk about gaming and how it's healing. And this person getting out of mainstream gaming is a huge win. Like, he should never have been there, should never been in charge, clearly. Obviously, Dragon Age went through a lot of changes through its design, even before Corinne was in charge. But this person did not get the reins of that place and do anything that really controlled it. It just had to just finished it, right? And while injecting worldview into it. So since the release of Veilguard, don't forget, Corinne attacked gamers, right? Corinne said the reason that Veilguard underperformed is because of a hate campaign. Untrue. There was not a hate campaign against Veilguard. It was a, hey, this is what's in the game campaign, okay? Hey, if you don't like this, don't buy it campaign. I was part of it and glad to be a part of it. What we saw coming with Veilguard was shocking and disturbing because it did not continue going down the line of Dragon Age. So people covered it. Sorry, Corinne. But yeah, so Corinne went after gamers and that wasn't cool. Now, I also want to remind people who might not know, there was a puff piece, actually a few, saying how great Corinne was for the industry. This is post Veilguard, after it has failed, okay? There was an interview, there was articles saying how great it is, how great Corinne is, how great he is for the industry, and basically like calling him like a pioneer. It was weird. So that was Access Media stuff. So when Veilguard released and it was done, Corinne was moved to the Mass Effect team. I didn't think there was any room for him there. I do wonder about him leaving here, right? Did he leave on his own accord? Or did they say, listen, you have to leave. Like, we don't have room for more leads, okay? Mass Effect already has a director. You cannot be one. Or did they say, listen, you're not director material. You can take a lesser job and still work on Mass Effect. Or you can resign as a game director. I don't know which one of those it was. I have a feeling it was you can lower yourself down to something that you're actually qualified for, or you can leave as the game director. I feel like that's what happened. So the game with a huge underperformance, you got Corinne Busche leaving because he wanted to. So this is what I think, right? I think Corinne knew the writing was on the wall, or perhaps like this is all timed and knew that he was leaving anyway. And then those articles came out because he cashed in his checks, right? Went to media. This is Access Media. Remember how they work. They're all buddies. They're all friends, okay? And said, listen, I need an article that like makes me look good. And this is for my resume, right? So if someone writes great things, it goes right on your resume. Like, look, I'm a pioneer of the industry. But no one at the time knows that he's leaving except maybe just a few people. So you plant that and then you leave, and now you might get another job as a game director because you have all this positive press behind you that's trying to basically overshadow a failed game that was absolutely pathetic. But for some reason, the game's media and, of course, game developers have this soft spot for because it's seen woke bullshit that we all clearly hate. And, well, I just think all that's tied together, for sure. It's all tied together. So now we have a little bit of drama here because Jeff Grubb straight up stole this story from Smash JT and Grummz. They worked together to get this straight, and he took it. And of course, the mainstream media is now taking full credit for it and giving it to Jeff Grubb instead of Jeff, our Smash JT, okay? Wrong Jeff. Wrong Jeff. I actually had posted at Smash, like, congratulating him for being early on it. Because if you look over here, like, look at these times. 3 hours ago from Eurogamer, 5 minutes ago Comic Book, 4 hours ago IGN, 3 PC Gamer, 10 hours ago The Gamer. But you go down here, And Smash JT posted 18 hours ago, as of me recording this, about Corinne Busche being out. He clearly had the story, and he and Grummz posted the receipts. They had this. So now, mainstream media, they can't give credit to them. Whoa, they can't do that. So they had Jeff Grubb, or Jeff Grubb did it on his own, went and took the information for himself and is now claiming full credit. Have they corrected it? Has Jeff said sorry? No. Instead, Jeff is saying, and thanks to everyone who's pointing out that the reporting like this is what made me Leaker of the Year on our Gaming Leaks and Rumors on Reddit. So this is him knowing that he stole the story. He's been called out on it, and now he's saying this. And then he's continuing. Grubb continues. Okay, relax. Lots of you are throwing the word hero around, and while I agree that you wouldn't have ever learned about this story without me, I'll settle for a role model to all people. With that, I just want to remind people that we're continuing to fight this stupid fight, right? Not only against woke bullshit in games, but the media is complicit in this. We see this garbage all the time. We see what's going on with Mercante suing freaking Smash over nothing. We see this crap all the time. And of course, Alyssa Mercante recently talking to Taylor Lorenz, they're both equally horrible people. In an interview, it basically looks like trying to bolster her lawsuit against Smash JT as well. We have a lot of work to do, but again, we have to call this bullshit out. And of course, continue beating these horrible journalists because let's be real, they don't have a finger on the pulse. Hardly any of them actually play video games at all. And we will easily continue to beat them because there are plenty of people working with these game studios that want to talk to people who are actually covering the problems, which is people like Smash, Grummz, myself, Hypnotic, etc. There's so many of us. And here in Smash's article, I super appreciate him recognizing it, but I actually tweeted at one of the people. This is one of the guys who wrote one of the articles, but credited Grubb. I'm like, next time you write an article on PC Gamer, how about giving proper credit? Smash JT had the Corinne Busche news long before Jeff Grubb did. There was even a video and a post up by Smash, and Hypnotic even covered it on Hypnocast before Jeff Grubb even tweeted. So hours had gone by. It was on Hypnocast before Jeff Grubb said anything. And of course, Grummz had the departing email that he had posted on Twitter. So, I mean, these are the worst types of people that we're dealing with. That they are just too narcissistic to realize they suck at their job while trying to claim credit. And remember, this is a journalist. Instead, he's just saying that he broke the story, which is absolutely untrue. But again, what else would you expect from someone who hangs out with Alyssa Mercante? Because that right there, that guy who you can smell through the screen right now, that's Jeff Grubb. Some of the smells Alyssa, but I guarantee you a lot of it's him. So with Corinne/Andy's tenure at Bioware coming to an end, I really do hope that this is going to spell the end of the DEI bullshit. I really would like to see that happen because it needs to end. Hopefully Mass Effect 5 is what we deserve as gamers and is not full of the absolute woke ideology that we've been dealing with. We have more to see. Obviously, we need to see what that is. It's a ways off. We'll know more in the future. But all I can say is gaming is at least healing little by little, but we have a long way to go, as we witness just by this story alone and the fact that Corinne is saying that he's leaving on his own, but who knows if that's even really true. I really do feel like it's a force out. It would be rightfully so, looking at the way Veilguard failed. As a game, it sucked. It didn't just undersell. That game sucked, okay? There was no redeeming qualities in that game, okay? None. There's no reason for Corinne to have a job at Bioware at all. So I believe it's a force out. And then, of course, on top of that, we had the whole media situation going on with Smash. And Jeff Grubb clearly stole his story in order to become the hero that the mainstream media needed, so they didn't have to credit Smash JT, who 100% GG to Smash and Grummz for getting that story together and breaking it before all these absolute losers did, who clearly, again, they don't have their thumb on the pulse. And Smash and Grummz were working on that for days. They had the information. They had it. And they just had to put it together and verify things, and they did. And we have an actual story. And we probably wouldn't even have it today if it wasn't for them, because you know the mainstream media still would have no freaking clue. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this type of video and you like the anti-woke shit where we're going to clean up gaming, please consider giving a follow. But before you go anywhere, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you on the next one. Love you, man. Peace. Bye, everybody.
He's owning every game.